Check. Radio check. Wow, it's been a long time. God, this thing. There's nothing really too much about it. You give them a squawk code and food.
New York Approach, good evening. Avello 1195, ready to taxi.
FLO 1195 New York departure. Hello. I'm just gonna give you a quick clearance. You're cleared to Jacksonville Airport. Bridgehaven 1 departure. Radar vector is beads. Climb maintain 3000. Expect 360. 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me. Squawk 2362.
All right, clear to Jacksonville via the
Bridgehaven.
Behaven 1 departure D transition that is filed. Time maintain 3000, expect 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with you and squawking 2362 for Avello 1195.
Below 1195. Read back correct. What runway are you set up for? 20 or runway 2?
Runway 2 going to the north.
Uh, Roger. Runway 2, taxi via Delta. Well, level 1195 Beads is directly south. So if you want to take runway 20, it's all up to you. But if you want to take runway 2, there's no problem with that as well.
No worries. We'll switch it up to runway 20. I just need a few seconds for Velo 1195.
Yep, sure, no problem. Take your time.
Thank you. All right, we got it all squared away. Velo 1195 ready, taxi.
Hello, 1195. Thank you very much. Runway 20, taxi via Delta.
All right, runway 20 via Delta, Velo 1195. Departure, just a question. How long you been on? I was checking to see if somebody was gonna pop on. I just curious.
To be honest, I hopped on like 5 minutes ago. It's been only 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. Because Vanson Radar said you was on for 16 minutes. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure I checked. But good. It's good to get something going out of here. I wanted to do this flight. It's off of it's an actual real world flight. So I'm glad you're here. Velo 1195.
No problem. Crash. Probably get my certification revoked. Something like that.
And departure of Velo 1195, holding short, runway 20 on off of the Sierra. Off of Delta, pardon me, off of Delta, Velo 1195.
Evelo 1195, no problem. Wind 320 at 6, runway 20, cleared for takeoff.
Cliff takeoff, runway 20, Velo 1195.
Am I really that low? Oh wow, yeah. Ugh. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, hopefully this changed. Below 1195, say altitude leaving.
Climbing 1,200 feet of Velo 1195.
Below 1195, radar contact. Fly heading 170, climb maintain 10,000.
All right, heading of 170, climb maintain 10,000 of Velo 1195.
Below 1195, clear direct beads.
Clear direct beads of Velo 1195.
Okay. It is right now. Winds. Oh, I need to pull up the whatchamacallit. The thing. Uh, let's see here. 360. Depart 24. Land 24. ILS 24 in use. No. Landing and departing runway 24. No. Visual approach. On request. Connect. After that, it is Bridgeport. Okay, let's go to below 1195. Boston Center offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
All right, over to advisory. Appreciate you hopping on for me, and we'll see you next time, Velo 1195.
Bro, this is actually like the reality of iSlip and 90 specifically. It's that there's basically nobody here unless other people are online, like Kennedy or someone like that. So there would be people, that would be going to JFK, people, that would be going to any other airport except iSlip. Even though yes, it is an N90, and yes, it is like a bigger airspace, but still, only talked to one plane this entire time in the past 46 minutes, which is honestly insane. But it happens. Sometimes you get planes, sometimes you don't. Oh, this guy is getting dangerously close to my airspace. Okay, he's going to Providence. Never mind. Ooh, we have our first aircraft after so long. Oh my god. Okay, we have our first aircraft. Where's it going? Philly. Going to Philly. Okay, so what do? We go here, we go to KISP, that's islip, and then we paste in Philly. Batsim newbie. Roger. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, and he's back. Great. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. Also, people that are like starting out in VATSIM, they should, like be like this guy, you know, where he's like flying these short routes, but uh in like there it's not in a complex airspace. It's easy airspace to navigate. So, and the good thing is, if he did not tell me that he was a VATSIM newbie, I would have just went straight ahead and blown out a full clearance, and he would probably say, "Oh, can you please repeat that?" And that's not really good for a starting new pilot. We want, to get them acclimated to the environment. So, what do I do? I would just take it slowly. And that's if, I'm not really that busy. But if I am like really, really busy, I would have to, speed through most of the things. So just so, that I could get through aircraft more. Do, 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 do. So why did the chicken cross the? Oh my god! To get to the other side. That's why the chicken crossed the road. Oh man. What's up, Fly? What's up, Lotto? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying my approach scope right here. There's basically nothing. There's one aircraft and just a bunch of overflights. Nothing much, nothing much. I just wanted to get a stream in because, it's been a really, really long time and I finished my AP exams and yeah, where are you? I'm at home, but if you want to be more specific, if you want me to be more specific, um I'm in New York and this is the New York Artec ZNY. That's all I can say. All uh so I'm controlling okay, and he's gone. So I'm controlling N90 iSlip. It's a part of New York Approach sector. So the airports that I control are iSlip, iSlip right here. I control departure. I'm at home. Yeah. So I control iSlip, which is this airport right here. I also control Bridgeport. I control New Haven, Oxford, and I forgot the name of this airport, but we don't talk about that. Um, oh no, this is so bad. What's the airport? Suffolk County. Yeah, basically, and basically every other minor or uncontrolled field, basically a field with no tower controller, public tower controller, or just seasonal tower controllers, if you know what I'm talking about. So these tower controllers would work during the summer, basically the busy season, and they would just not work during the winter. So that's kind of how it works. How'd you find me? If you don't mind me asking, how'd you find me? Did you just what search up my name or awesome, bro? That's great. Love meeting ATC. Do you ever go towards the big city? If you're talking about if I control any of the major airports, yes. Um, oh, Mike's Discord. Oh, okay, that's good. So if you're talking about the major cities, yes. I am certified to control delivery, ground, and tower at LaGuardia. I'm also certified at Philadelphia Airport, delivery and ground. So those are the two airports that I control. Currently I'm in my training for my S3, so this is a solo certification where they don't put me like directly into, the busy areas. So they just put me kind of like a side where you get traffic and you get to practice your concepts for S3, and once you feel ready, you can request training to get your S3 certification where they will give you, just a bunch of other aircraft and a lot of traffic, like a lot of traffic, like event level traffic. I'm talking about major cities. Yes, sorry. I'm not really being specific. I don't think I still know what you're talking about. What do you mean, like, by major cities? Are you talking about New York City? Is that what you're talking about? Because if you are, then I do live in the city. Yes? Okay. I live in the city. Specifically, I live in this island right here. That island. The most hated borough in all of New York. But most of my life, I lived in Brooklyn. So I also spend most of my time there in Brooklyn. So that's where I also go to school in Brooklyn as well. I was asking about where you live, but more controlling. Yeah, LaGuardia. If I haven't mentioned it before, yeah, I control LaGuardia, the one in Queens. Kennedy, I need to get my departure and approach certification for LaGuardia, and then I can choose my next facility. So hopefully, I'm thinking of going to JFK. If not, I'll probably go to Newark. It kind of depends on where I stand in the future. You can also look at my previous live streams. You'll find that I controlled FNOs and things like that. You want to learn it? Sure, no problem. Go right ahead. Uh, the only thing I'm not gonna help you on is exams. If you do need help, yeah, thank you, Lotto. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. But I've always wanted to become an air traffic controller, uh, and I also want to become a pilot, but I'm more leaning towards being a pilot than a controller. So, this is what I basically do for my other passion of becoming an air traffic controller. I just control VATS and pilots. And yeah, Lotto, you could just go to the VAT USA website. Um, you could just go to apply to become an air traffic controller, and you'll need to take this course. It's totally free. Um, there's going to be exams, and you need to either get a 100% on some of the exams or 80% and above. That's also, man. You got this, or you're going to flight school.
And I select Delta 2525. Do you copy?
Affirm, Delta 2525, New York departure. I hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. 2525 is at Islip, looking for instruments to Philly.
Delta 2525, I have your clearance. Advise you when you are ready to copy.
And 2525, we're ready.
All right, Delta 2525, clear to Philadelphia International Airport, Long Island, 7 departure, radar vectors, beads, then as filed, maintain 3000, expect 16,000, 10 minutes after departure, departure with me, squawk, 46 tree.
Okay, Delta 2525 is clear to the Philly Airport via the Long Island 7 departure. Radar vectors to beads.
Yep.
Then as filed,
Mm-hmm.
3,000 on the altitude, expect flight level 160, 10 minutes after departure, and 4633 on the squawk.
4633. Delta 2525, read back correct. Call me when you are ready for taxi.
We'll do 2525.
Lotto, to answer your question, I'm trying to go to a school in Long Island. It's called Farmingdale. It's basically right next to Republic Airport. It's like somewhere in this direction. It's like a mile, 2 miles away from the airport. Their flight program is the best in the Northeast. And so it's really, really competitive to get in. And unfortunately, I got waitlisted. So they said hopefully I might hear back from them late this month, early June. So basically, I'll give myself a week until I get my rock hard answer. If I got accepted or not. If I don't, it's all right. Yep, always. We always hope for the best. And people already got accepted off the wait list. So they said if those people don't accept their seat in the program by the end of this month, they lose their seat and they go to the second round of waitlist applications. So apparently I wasn't good enough in the first one, so hopefully in the second one. Hopefully. If there is any seats left. But thank you. I hope. Crossing my fingers here. So in the scope, basically, I'm currently in top-down mode, which basically gives me everything from in the air and on the ground. So I can basically zoom in and see taxiways and things like that. But these taxiways, they're not always updated. They um they need to be updated by our facility engineers. But you can see that he is a Boeing 737-800. Yep. But if I were to turn off top-down mode, I can't see anything. I don't know who's on the ground. I can only see people that are about 100 feet, 200 feet off the ground. So that's pretty much it. So that's basically what I see. And currently he's squawking 1200 and his squawk code is 4633. So if he calls, I'll most likely tell him to squawk 4633 if he doesn't do it on his own. But in his remarks right here, he's a newbie. He's a noob on VATSIM. So I don't really take it to heart if he
In
doesn't
Long
do it
Island, Delta
correctly.
2525. Would you have the current ATIS? We're not getting it on showing 120.725.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Delta 2525, my apologies. I forgot that long iSlip does not have a digital ATIS. I have to record an ATIS. So ATIS information Bravo, wind tree 0 at 5, visibility 10, and we are departing and landing runway 24.
Roger. Delta 2525 with Bravo. Going to be squawking 4633, and we are ready for taxi.
Delta 2525, thank you for Bravo, runway 24. Uh, just a quick question. Are you able to make a U-turn on Sierra?
Yes, sir. I should be able to.
Okay. So, um, so if possible, you can taxi via Bravo 4, cross runway tree left, Echo, hold short, 33 right. Whoa.
Okay, 2525 is clear for Bravo 4. Cross 33 left on Echo. Hold short of 33 right.
Great. Oh, squawking 4640. Incorrect squawk, my friend. Oh, okay, there you go. He squawked the correct one. Great. And I know that he squawked the correct, what do you call it? The correct squawk because his final airport popped up right here. His destination airport. And I could just follow him here. Let me see if there are. No. And no. Yeah, so he's basically the only aircraft that I have. Currently, there are no aircrafts coming in to land or take off except for Delta 2525, which is honestly a good thing for him since he's not going in straight in for a large airport with a large amount of traffic. That's honestly a smart, very, very smart move. He was not like me when I first connected to the network in a Boston FNL. Worst mistake of my life. Oh, this is the airport right here. That's JFK. This is JFK right here. This is JetBlue 13, no 1537, and this is American 1582. This is JFK right here. This is LaGuardia, the airport that I control, and this is Newark. This is also Teterboro, Westchester, Republic, Bridgeport, New Haven, East Hampton. Let's see. Delta 2525, cross runway 33 left, correction, 33 right, continue on Echo.
Cross 33 right and continue on Echo.
Yeah, exactly.
2525.
Lotto, so if you were to go to Flight Sim Radar, you would see me in the New York airspace. You would see that orange line, that's basically what I control, or basically everything here in this line. I control everything in this line. Right here. Anything beyond that line is outside of my airspace. And the top altitude for islip is around 15,000 feet.
And Long Island 25, Delta 2525 is holding short of 2-4.
Oh, I was muted. Delta 2525, wind 330 at 5, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
330 at 5 and clear for takeoff. Delta 2525 on 2-4.
All right, Lotto. Have a good one, man. Thank you for subscribing as well. And no problem, man. You're doing an amazing job. I really love your edits on Instagram. It was a pleasure meeting you also. Have a good night. No problem. And also, if you need any help with ATC stuff, you can also just send me a DM. That's perfectly fine. I'm open. Is this guy taking off? Oh no. Okay, he's on the air. Oh my god. I got scared for a second. All good, man. No problem. You do you. It's your channel. You could do whatever you want. You do what your heart tells you to. I also love the TikTok streams, man. They're really funny. Really, really funny. Delta 2525. Say altitude leaving.
2525 is at a 1700.
Delta 2525. New York departure radar contact. Turn left heading 110. Climb maintain 4000. Okay, glad to see you then. Thanks for the feedback. No problem. Later, man. Have a good night. Have a good night, Lotto.
And left to 110 and up to 4000 for 2525.
Toasty, what's up, man? How you doing? How's the stream going? It's going amazing. Now that you're here. It's going great. It's going great. Thanks for joining. All right, Lotto. Have a good one. Good night. Delta 2525. Climb maintain 6000.
Up to 62525.
Okay. Oh. Oh, nah. This guy's gonna take forever. Very interesting how all this stuff goes down. Love seeing it live. Honestly, this is also what I wanted to see. I was like, yo, this is actually amazing. How like what was the other side of VATSIM? What is it? What do air traffic controllers see? Is it just a bunch of dots? And then I just noticed it's not just a bunch of dots, it's more than just dots. A lot more. And then I got to S1. S2, and hopefully S3 soon. Hopefully. Give me like 2 weeks. Hopefully. If I pass my exam, hopefully. How did you learn to say all this stuff? You're interested? To be honest with you, I would have probably been, hold up one sec. Delta 2525, climb maintain 8,000.
And say again for Delta 2525.
Delta 2525, no problem. Climb and maintain 8,000.
Out of 6 for 8, 2525.
Oh, and Delta 2525, I forgot to tell you this. Cleared direct beads.
Direct beads for 2525. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, man. Toasty, you do not want to know, man. It took a long time. So, originally, I started studying in the Middle East, and then I was like, their material was like really, really confusing. I was like, why do I need to memorize all of this stuff? There's not like a single there's not like a single PDF where I would find everything. So I was like, what RTech or what facility has like, the easiest information, easiest readable information? And so I went to VAT USA, and I was also thinking of going to Europe, but I was like, nah, never mind. So I went to VAT USA, and then I was like, okay, it doesn't seem that bad. I went through all the courses. They teach you everything through, Google Slides, videos, um, readings. You need to know how to digest and, break down a lot of text and a lot of phraseology. So that's something that you would really, really need to work on. Um, and then I took the exams, the quizzes. I passed all of them. And then it gave me the option, okay, choose your next facility. What facility in VAT USA would you like to control in? And I chose, why not? Let's start at my home facility. I live in New York. Let's start at the New York Artec. Delta 2525, climb maintain 10,000.
2525 is out of 8,000 for 10,000.
And so I was like, okay, sure, no problem. I went to ZNY. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that they are the only facility that has their information as a wiki format. So everything is like really, it's like in charts. Everything is like in charts, tables, bullet points, tabs. So it's really, really organized. And I was like, yo, this is like really, really easy to read. And the only thing I complained about was my home airport and how I can't change it until I get my approach rating in that airport, which is LaGuardia. I was hoping to get JFK, but it was randomized, so I can't really say anything about that. Delta 2525, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Have an amazing flight.
2525. Appreciate the help, and thanks for being on tonight.
Delta 2525, absolutely no problem. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also took their exams as well. Their exams has the phraseology, basically everything. I did fail a couple of times, but it was mostly because I didn't know that all the exams were open book. So I kind of was just memorizing most of the things. And then once I figured out and somebody told me that they were open book, I was like, there's no way that everything here is open book. And then I just passed the exams later. Well, not all the exams, but so that's pretty much it. Everything you will need to learn is in the VAT USA Academy and your facilities computer-based trainings. So, and every single facility has their own training procedure. So, ZNY's training procedure is different from Boston's. So, yeah. No, you do not need any sim. You don't need Explain, you don't need MSFS 2020 or 2024. I forgot to terminate control this guy. Okay. You don't need any of them. It's VATSIM's minimum age of joining, which is basically 13. That's the minimum age. It's the same for VATSIM. It's a part of VATSIM. There's basically nothing different. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I started training in the Middle East when I was like 13, so there's nothing wrong with that. And then I moved, so it's perfectly fine. But to be honest, when I was 14, it was a lot to digest. Like a lot of reading. And it's in FAA stuff, so it's not like fake. Everything for ATC is from the 7110.65. Yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. If you could also join my Discord, I just made it today. So it's pretty brand new. Um but I have a section over there for ATC questions and VATSIM stuff. So you can send your questions in there. Yep, amazing. Thank you for joining. And tell me if the link works. I don't know if the link works. Anthony, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. We just had our departure. This guy right here, Delta 2525. He just left. He just left my airspace. No way, that's fire. Anthony, where do you control? What's your facility? That's what's up, man. That's fire. What airport do you specifically control? Oh, Juliana. Oh, okay. Is it the ABC Islands? Yes, okay. Keelan, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. I'm in my Houston ARTC training. Yo, that's what's up, man. I love Houston. I love flying there. Are you getting your S1 or are you getting any other certifications? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You're gonna in the summer you're gonna try to do your S3 rating? Me too. Well, I have like 1 week of controlling without anybody with me. So once that time expires, I need to take my exam. So yeah, I have until June 5th until my expiration for my solo certification ends. And then I can't control iSlip no more. I have to go and control. What do you call? No, not control. I have to go back and request for my um checkout, basically S3 exam, sweatbox. You just passed your S1 exam and an S1 training right now. Yo, that's great. Great to hear. Oh yeah, yeah. I also don't like the backtrack. Juliana's probably like it's really nice, but I just don't like backtracking. You really need like a lot of space for Juliana. I got my friend interested in this too. I'll send you a YouTube link right now. That's what's up. Yeah, exactly. I think for mm, I'm not sure. It depend in every single facility it's different, but I think it's 20 miles in between each aircraft. I think that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's right, but that's what I'm thinking. Oh, nope, incorrect. 20 miles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, 20 miles there. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. I know it's not the only way backtrack. You're lying. Really? The Discord is in link. What? Invalid, huh? Yeah, I know. Same thing for iSlip. If you're departing runway 4 and um if your first like waypoint is beads, which is right here basically, right here, this aircraft is heading towards beads. It's like at this cross mark right here. If you're departing, you need to make a very sharp turn because you're gonna enter JFK's airspace and you do not want that. Let's see here. It says the Discord link is invalid or expired. No way. Hold up. Yeah, I put this link where it would never expire. So, right here. I downloaded a new NVIDIA driver and I can't play MSFS. It crashes every single time, so now I have to download a DDU. And I'm scared it's going to mess up my PC. Yo, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just go to the NVIDIA, what do you call it? Just go to the NVIDIA website. You're in? Amazing. Just go to the NVIDIA website and just select. It will tell you like the latest driver. You just select the one right before it, the one or whatever you were on before, and just download that and execute that file. And then hopefully everything will be back to normal. But don't do a DDU. Don't download a DDU. Yeah. Hold up. Let me. Who sent me a message? Okay, nobody sent me a message. Let me search it up. NVIDIA drivers. Okay. Okay, Keelian. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. But I'm just gonna ask you I'm gonna ask you questions. So, if you're using an okay, you said NVIDIA. So, what what do you call it? What graphics card do you use, and what's your Windows? What version of Windows do you have? So what series is it, and the specific model, and if you use Windows 10 or 11, and what's the bit? Okay, 3070 11 Pro. Okay, uh, 3070 GeForce 30 series 3070 Windows 11. Okay, there's no Windows 11 Pro, but there's just Windows 11. I think there's basically there's no difference. Um, okay, so go to this link. Is anyone here? No. Go to this link and then press on View More Drivers. Go to the one that's May 12th or April 30th. Choose the one that's on May 12th. Download it, install it, and hopefully you'll be fine. Launch MSFS and hopefully you'll be fine. Thank you guys for joining. Hey man, I subscribe, but I have to head out. We'll see ya. Bye bye. All right, man. Thank you very much for joining in. I really appreciate it. Af- all right, after stream or whatever you gotta. Whoa. All right, after stream or whenever you gotta show me all this stuff. This is so cool. It is. It really is. Keelian, are you using the latest NVIDIA driver? Just tell me that. Are you using the latest one? Olympic, what's up, man? Okay, this is cool. How do I apply for it? Um, damn. These are a lot of questions. Thank you, Olympic. Thank you for joining the stream. Okay. Okay, you installed the newest version. Okay, so go to the NVIDIA app. Olympic, I'll answer your question. Just give me 1 sec. Go to the NVIDIA app and go to the drivers section. You'll see what date it says. The date of the driver. Tell me what does that what's the date? Okay, this is so cool. How do I apply for it? Olympic, it's a commitment. So there's a lot of things you need to do, you need to study for. May 19. Let me check mine. Mine is May 19. Okay, yeah, so this is basically the latest NVIDIA driver. So go back to May 12th. Download May 12th, execute it, and restart your PC. And after you've done that, relaunch the sim. Hopefully everything goes well. Olympic, it's a commitment. So many different questions. I haven't had this much traffic in a very, very long time. Where do I download it? Do I just do the right click on the Windows logo and go roll back? Okay. So hold up. Let me change my thing to add. Where's display capture? Hold up. I'm gonna walk you through this. Okay, display capture. Okay. Windows. Okay. Okay. So this is what you see, right? So this is everything here. It will show you all. All right, this is for RTX 3070 Windows 11. Little. Yeah, Kalian, yeah, sure, no problem, man. I would love the traffic. I would love it. Okay. So you would go to the game ready drivers because game, you're not really doing studio stuff. And you would see here release date May 19. Go to release date May 12 and click on view. After you click on view, you would just download it and it would show up right here. Download it, go to your files, press run, and it will download it for you. And then after you do that, restart, after everything is done, basically, restart your PC and then relaunch the sim. And hopefully, if you do that, everything will be fine. All right, how do I turn off this? Where is it? Okay, what's this message? Okay. ATIS information Charlie at Bridgeport, New Haven, and Islip. If it works, you'll donate. To be honest, I don't have a donation link, so I don't think you can. Um, wait, can you? Hold up. No, no, you can't. You can't. No, it's the reason for that is I have like, I have the subscribers necessary. I also have the watch time, but in a browser or something, you download it on a PC. Yeah, it's so the app is called CRC. It's made by VNAS. Look, VNAS, VNAS. It's basically for VATSIM. You can't really do anything with it. Anybody can access it, but you do need, it's called CRC, and yeah, V strips is basically that little strip that comes up when, it shows us your flight plan, the first, waypoint that you're leaving, and a bunch of other information like final altitude, final cruise altitude, your aircraft type, your aircraft weight category, which is really important, weight category. It will show us all of that. It would also show you if you are a voice controller. Toasty. So you can basically control as long as you want, but for me, as an approach controller and a departure controller, I need to be on a minimum of 1 hour. So basically, once I start controlling, I have to stay on mandatory 1 hour and then I can log off. But if I'm like, say, that's if I'm controlling an S3 position, which is a departure or an approach. If I'm in one of those two positions, I need to be on a minimum of 1 hour. And I've been on for the past an hour and 53 minutes. But if you're like, let's say, delivery controller, ground controller, tower controller, you could log on for like 2 minutes and log off. You could do that. So if you want to control at 3 in the morning, you can. If you want to control at 6 a.m., 12 a.m., midnight, you can. There's no specific time and date. But some facilities, they all have their different minimum requirements of hours that you have to control. So for ZNY, I need a minimum of 2 hours every single month. Okay, okay, Keelan. And Toasty, if you're looking at everything else, ATC trainer is basically the SWAT box, basically how they control us or train us, how the training staff, how they train us and everything like that. Data admin, I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. VTitles is a PDC. So it will show me everything that you guys see here. It'll show you everything. The flight number, CID, the beacon, aircraft type, equipment, departure, destination, speed, altitude, the route, everything. But instead of me saying it to you, it would send you a message, a PDC. So that's how we send PDCs. We use VTitles. Oh man. Are there any arrivals into Islip? Bridgeport? Anything? No. New Haven, there's one arrival. Oh. Where is he? Oh, he's going from Boston. He's like 100 nautical miles away. But I have to leave in like 10 minutes. Yeah, that's basically it. So when you ask for a clearance and you get that message, that's a PDC. Anyway, I have to tell the other controllers that I'm leaving in. What time is it? Leaving in 5 minutes. No. Let's put 8 minutes. Leaving in 8 minutes. I stopped. The only reason I stopped doing that is stopped being a student is because basically money, and it's a lot cheaper if I do it through college. So I was like, yeah, let me just wait till college and then I'll do it. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. Yep. Toasty, no. So once you finish your um once you pass the exams in the VAT USA Academy, then you can choose a facility, any facility in the US, and whatchamacallit. And then you have to do that specific facility's training, if you know what I mean. So I finished, for example, myself. I finished VAT USA. I joined their facility. Yeah, facility as in airspace, yes. I joined their facility, and then they assigned me a random airport. And then the airport they assigned me was LaGuardia, and then I have to go train. I have to do ground. I have to do delivery, ground, tower, departure, and approach for that airport. And then I can choose my next airport to train in. Toasty, it all depends on the availability of the training staff. So, yeah. I don't even know that I thought you just control whatever airport you want in the ARTCC. No, it's not like that. Cool stream. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining in. I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. Xavier? I have no idea how to do it. Is training staff pretty friendly and understanding? So they expect you to basically study the material that you are assigned. I mean, it's okay to have questions, but you can't just join the training room, and once the training staff asks you like the most basic questions and you don't know them, they will end it right there, and they will say, "Go back, study." And for me, since there's not a lot of LaGuardia trainers available, it was really, really, really difficult for me to find. I've always wanted to try and become a controller several times, but it's hard because I never have free time if I were to control. Honestly, I found my time to control at 11 o'clock at night. That's my time to control. Even though I have uninterrupted time, there's always something going on that I have to sort out. I mean, everybody has their time. Uh, like for me, I went overseas and I was not able to control for like 3 months, and I asked for an extended period of leave time, and they said, okay, sure, no problem. Just tell us when you are gonna come back, or just tell us when you are back, and we can then sort out a training if you forgot anything, basically. Oh wow, really? Is it really still crashing? Damn. Hmm. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Probably choose April 30th. I probably picked the facility in SoCal area, since that's where I live. There's a bunch of traffic. Is there a bunch of traffic over there? Toasty, if you are on Vatsim, you can see if there is traffic. You know, like here, SoCal. Right now, they have. Okay, well, there's more than one SoCal. There's two. Um, there's a lot of sectors for SoCal, but like look at LAX right now. It's busy. It's really, really busy. SoCal's always packed, but I've heard from Brenda ZLA to get trained. It takes like 3 months because of the demand. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Anyway, guys, it's starting to get a little bit late for me. If you guys, if anybody else has any like kind of questions or anything like that, you could always join my Discord. I pinned it. You can also just send a message in. Yeah, Toasty, yeah, 3 months. It took me 4 months to get my S1 at LaGuardia just because of how scarce the training is. But people in like Newark and JFK, they were able to get their training in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. But LaGuardia is really, really, really bad. Like the training there is bad. Okay, I have to tell these guys that I'm closed. Slash closed. Yeah, no problem, man. Always, always. All right, thank you for the help. I'm in the Discord. I'll be in the next streams. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but if you subscribe, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. X X they I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna say Aviator. Aviator, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah. Just say Axis or whatever. Join the DC2. Thanks. I'm gonna finish up my HNL leg. See ya. All right, man. Have a good flight. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's my first time in like 4 months, I think, since the last time I streamed. Hold on, let me see. When was the last video I ever posted? 3 months ago, and video. That was the last live. Yeah, video was 4 months ago, and live stream was 3 months ago. That's crazy. Thanks again. No problem, man. No problem. All right, guys. Have a good one. Good night. Peace. Disconnect.